UFC 293 main card preview here. This probably isn't very good advertisement for this video here, but this is an odd card. There's no way to get around it. Due to geography and timing and late cancellations and injuries of potential contenders, whatever. There's a lot of odd matchups on this and a lot of sort of unknown fighters that are on a main card. Then you have the main event that has such a massive favorite in Adesanya and a favorite in Adesanya who in this situation before has tended to be very cautious and, dare I say, boring at times. I don't think this fight's going to be boring because of the way Strickland fights, but that puts a lot of pressure on Strickland just to go out there and fight unwisely just to make it exciting. So here's my thoughts on it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If I screwed something up, please let me know afterwards. Or if you got a prediction that's other than mine, let's hear it. Let's discuss it. All right, the first fight on the main card, Tyson Pedro versus Anton Turkalj. This is a kind of mediocre curtain jerker in my opinion, but there's one exciting aspect of it. Turkalj has taken more strikes than he's landed in his UFC career. One of his best abilities is the ability to take a punch and to be hit. Tyson Pedro throws a lot of punches and has some power. I think what's going to happen here is we're going to start off with kind of a stalemate feeling out situation, and then Pedro's going to land a couple and end this one with a early TKO. Justin Tafa versus Austin Lane. This is an interesting fight. It was an interesting fight heading into the last one that ended in 29 seconds. And I think it's fitting that Austin Lane is in a running back fight. Does he play football? Get it? I know, sorry. Here's the question in this fight. Can Justin Tafa close the distance on a longer, more athletic fighter and land his power shots? The other question is, can Austin Lane continue his streak of improving and using his athletic ability to win him fights? I think Tafa, being on the main card in his home country with a lot more to gain, he's going to be motivated, he's going to close the distance, he's going to land big shots and win the fight by KO. Manel Cape versus Felipe Dos Santos. Man, I was pumped for Cape versus Kai Kara France. That one was interesting to me and a really hard matchup to call. This one, Cape is heavy-handed. He's on the way up. Felipe Dos Santos is 7-0. He's not fought this type of competition and tends to be a very linear, straightforward fighter, which is a bad strategy against somebody with hands as heavy as Cape. I think Cape is going to plant a right hand on Dos Santos' chin and pick up a KO victory. And I'm not sure what it does for his career other than basically set him up for whenever Kara France comes back. Let's do that fight. That was a good fight, and that fight means a lot in that division. Tai Tuivasa versus Volkov. You don't even know how bad I want to see a shoey. I love shoeys. It's hilarious. But Tuivasa is an all-or-nothing guy. He's an all-or-nothing style fighter, and I think it's going to be more nothing than all in this one. He's the exact style of fighter that when Volkov's on his game, he beats. Tui's on a 2-fight losing streak. Volkov's on a 2-fight winning streak. It's kind of now or never for Volkov to take that next step to the top of that division. I think he's going to be hungry and prepared and get it. Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. Adesanya is a massive favorite, rightfully so. He's one of the greatest fighters in history. One of the best strikers we have. But Strickland, there's a couple good lessons to be had from this, to take from this. One, being ready, showing up, being available to take advantage of an opportunity and saying yes can pay big dividends. There's precedent in this sport for a guy like Strickland who has no chance of completely shocking the world and upsetting a dominant champion. Bisping comes to mind. Leon Edwards was getting worked, got an amazing head kick stop. There's precedent for it. The problem for Strickland is his strengths play right into Adesanya's strengths. Strickland has an awkward to time Philly shell type defense. He fights behind a jab. He's got a real good jab. And his main asset is his cardio and tenacity and pressure. Well, when you pressure Adesanya, he's a master at timing. He's a master at counterpunching. He has good takedown defense. And he's creative. Plus, I know for a fact he's been training in Tahoe, high altitude. And it's going to be a massive challenge for somebody who uses cardio to his advantage to beat someone with better cardio in that area. I think Adesanya is going to be painfully patient at the beginning. It's going to be agonizing to watch at times. Then he knows he has a point to prove, and he's going to pour it on and probably get a third or fourth round TKO stoppage after Strickland makes a pretty good accounting of himself. But always have that in mind. Be prepared. When an opportunity falls in your lap, say yes. Take on big challenges. Sometimes it pays off huge.